As I mentioned, I retired a little over a year ago from a school district in Salt Lake City. I have taught in several school districts in that area and have over 35 years of experience as an elementary school teacher. I have been there for a long time, obviously, and I have seen the trends come and go, and was there long enough to see some of them even recycle back around again. But the most shocking and the most significant and the most impactful change I have seen in all of my 35 years of experience is the swift transformation in the elementary classroom that happened 2 years ago with the implementation of the National Common Core standards for reading and math. The math portion was put into place the year that I was retiring. Now, what I am going to relate to you is not only happening in the school district that I left, but in several other school districts as well. And this opens the door to what a school district can do to implement Common Core into the elementary school. The teachers have been given a rigid schedule which they must follow. The morning schedule in elementary school requires 3 hours of reading and language arts in the morning, followed by 2 hours of math in the afternoon. This leaves 15 minutes for science, social studies, music, and art. Computer and PE time have been cut from 45 minutes once a week to 30 minutes once a week. In math, the teachers are required to teach certain concepts during specified blocks of time. The time allotted to teach these concepts is often not long enough for many students to grasp the idea. But even if the students do not understand, the teacher must move on to the next block of specified lessons after giving the test, and then move on to the next unit in this mandated block. This removes the teacher's ability to teach according to the needs of their particular class. And one of the very basic tenets of teaching is monitor and adjust to the needs of your students. This tight schedule that is required removes the teacher's ability to do this. And then, just to make sure that the teachers are doing this, they are monitored regularly by the principal, the reading specialist, the team leader of each grade level, and by district personnel. And this is to make sure that they are following the schedule. And then there is the excessive testing. The students are given 8 math and 6 reading tests in the computer lab, as well as 3 oral reading tests and 3 math, pencil and paper computation tests. Now, this is in addition to the testing in the computer that is required at the end of the week after the students have read the story and been taught the concepts going along with that unit. So they again go to the computer lab and are tested over that. And then in the math, they are tested once again at the end of these blocks of lessons that the teachers are required to follow with the mandated schedule. Now, this does not include the excessive tracking that is required for the teacher to fill out the report card. And the report card has been aligned with the National Common Core standards. The upper grades have an additional test that they have to take. And then at the end of the year, there is the end of the year adaptive test, which will go into effect this year and replaces the usual CTR test that has been given in the past. The next thing that happens is, along the way, as the teachers are giving these tests to the students, they are called into the principal's office, along with the reading specialist, and they are grilled as to why all of their students have not met the required benchmarks and what they're going to do to make sure that these students all are meeting the benchmarks. Apparently, a child's developmental readiness or ability is not taken into consideration under this excessive data collection. The pressure on the teachers from the administration is intense, and many teachers say that they just can't do this anymore. At the end of this last school year, 4 wonderful, talented teachers because of this monitoring and the excessive testing, left the elementary school from which I retired. So what do you think the teachers are really doing in the classroom with all of the testing and monitoring? Yes, they are teaching to the test. They are forced to do this because of the grilling by the principal and the reading specialist, and also because a law has been put into effect that was required by the waiver to get out of part of No Child Left Behind, that now ties the teacher's evaluation and test scores, or excuse me, their evaluation and their pay to the student test scores. The teacher's ability to use their professional judgment, gained by years of valuable experience in determining how to best teach the curriculum to their class and how to best run their class, has been taken away by the implementation of these national core standards and mandates. The joy of learning and the joy of teaching are being taken away. Teachers are feeling undervalued, demeaned, and most importantly, untrustworthy because of the constant monitoring, and the value of a teacher, along with their students, is being reduced to nothing more than a test score.
1 minute.
Thank you.